Hey guys, I do hope that you are doing great, and in today's video we will be looking into the chemical proportion of cell and protoplasm. What does that mean? The chemical proportion, right? What are the chemicals present in the cell and what is the proportion of them in what amount they are present, and they will be in the cell or in the protoplasm. In cell we have got the protoplasm, that is a living material. We will get to know about it shortly. So first of all, let me tell you some points, informative points regarding the topic. And that is that there is a recently there was a case that uh, there was a savage man. Like, this is a road, and you have seen that this is a road, and uh, this is the savage cap, right? This is a savage cap, and there was a man over here, and what he did was that he just opened the cap of the savage, and he just got uh, you know he just got swelled. And what was the reason behind that? Do you have any guess that how did he swelled? So the reason behind that is simply that there is when the cap got opened, there was carbon monoxide, that just got into his uh, mouth, or he just inhaled it, and due to that, uh, the body did produced CO2 in his body, while uh, oxygen wasn't produced. And this was because due to the inhalation, we have got different gases in nature, and we do require carbon and oxygen for inhaling and exhaling. But here we got carbon monoxide. So carbon monoxide, so that because of that the oxygen got used up and oxygen did not got produced, and man got swelled. Moving forward, we have another informative point, that is we have got paracetamol, right? Got paracetamol. Paracetamol, what does that did? There are Panadol tablets very common in Pakistan. So what does that contain? That is basically, you have noticed that that is temporary escape. That is not a permanent solution for what we are going we are suffering from, but is it that is a temporary escape from that. And what actually happens is that this actually blocks nerve impulse, or you can say that block messages for a period of time. For suppose you are having headache, right? But when you did 8 Panadol, the neurons of the headache, which are telling the brain that you have got a headache, just got numbed for some time, and you just feel relaxed. That is what how it is working. And we have also got tea that is having caffeine. Paracetamol is a drug. Caffeine is a drug which just blocks signal for temporary basis, due to which we got addicted to them as well, like we get addicted to tea as well. And we have now got to the main topic, that is the chemical composition of protoplasm. So living actually the thing is that living cell constitutes of a living material called protoplasm, right? The protoplasm is a living material of a cell, and there is a particular composition of that, and on which the whole system is being carried. And the there's you know people do say that we uh, actual actual proportion, or you can say actual composition, hasn't known yet. Right, we have not known about the actual composition of the protoplasm, and I don't know the reason that we have got tech a lot, but this did not got happen. But still we have, you know we are getting round of proportions, and we are quite clear to that. Let me tell you point that we have got nine okay, we have got 118 elements. Okay, say total elements, right? We have got total elements, and there are 118 total elements, out of which 92 are natural natural occurring, right? We have got a variety of 118 elements in the periodic table, out of which are 92 among them are natural, that we found naturally, other are artificial. And out of this 92, 25 are found in living organism, right? 25 are found in living organisms, while 16 makes compo of living organism. So here you can see that how much chemistry plays role in our structure, body formation. 16 makes the composition of living organisms, while we've got 6 we've got 6 that are the vital elements, or you can say that major bio elements. These are all bioelements, right? We have studied in the last lecture. If you are not known about that, go check it out. And these are called vital or major bioelements. And you can see that from here we done 180, we jumped into 92 and 25 and 16 into 6. And moving forward, what are the six? What are the six? These are carbon. Um, this is hydrogen, oxygen, oxygen, and nitrogen. We've got phosphorus, and some books we got sulfur, in some books we called calcium. Right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, or calcium. For our, the book which I am following, the sulfur is more, focused upon. So 6 are there, and they constitute 99% of the protoplasm. 99 percent of protoplasm, right? So this is, in some books you can again find that is 98%, but it differs from book to book. And you can see that how much if you look into the microscopic living nature, or we get to the microscopic level, down, even down from the cell, we have got chemicals. And this is how chemical do work for our life, how important they are. We have got bio elements, we have got biochemicals, and they have got different proportions in the body. And the one which are other, like you can say that these are 16 and 25. So minor bioelements less than 1%, 0.11 protoplasm, we do call them it. We can say this like trace elements or minor bio elements. 0.1 to 0.01%. That is the reason we are saying it minor bioelements, because their ratio is very less, but they are still present, and they are present in traces, hence called trace elements. And protoplasm, on the other hand, constitutes of 98, no, constitutes 70 to 90% of water. And moving forward, we have got that you know, if the bioelements got evaporated from the protoplasm, we will be left with, let me show you. If you got a protoplasm, here is a cell, and suppose here is a cell, we've got different elements over there, like we've got 1, 2, 3, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? If they got evaporated, what would be left behind? That is a question. What would be left behind? So that would be basically, if we do evaporate, these, what would be left? There would be left with a dry mass, and that is basically carbon. What is that? That is basically carbon. Dry mass left with is carbon, and that shows that these are organic compounds, organic molecules, organic elements, right? Organic molecules. And this means that the there are two categories, like we've got organic and inorganic. Like the one which contains organic carbon plus hydrogen, they will have carbon and hydrogen at the same time in them, while carbon plus hydrogen is not present at the same time. Carbon plus hydrogen is not possible over here. This is, so I do hope that you got understand this at all, a level, and we'll be looking into that into the next video. And I want to include a point that 98% of the weight of the body is due to the major bioelements, while inorganic part in protoplasm is, this is in the cell, this is dry mass which is left when we evaporate, that is organic, dry, mass, and this is salt plus water, the inorganic material which is we will be looking into that in the next video as well. H2O, we've got salt and minerals, salt. Okay, so I do hope that you got understand, and we're looking into this into upcoming video of this part 2 of the chemical composition or the chemical proportion of cell and protoplasm.